Passing up a high-rarity Ranger shotty should be considered a crime. The very fact I even watched this transpire inspired me to make this video idea. Not only am I going to make a case for why the Ranger shotgun is so special, I'm also going to go over the 5 main shotties in O.G Reload so I can put them in order from least to beast. Starting things off is our bottom feeders. If you use a lever action, then I'm sorry, but you likely get no action. And quite frankly, I don't even know where to start with this piece of shit. I guess I like my shotties how I like my ganj. 2-hitter quitters, baby. The lever action is just not that guy. In fact, you'd be lucky to elim someone with 3 shots. The next dumpster diver on my list is the heavy shotgun. And I know, some people may find this upsetting, but the Ranger shotty is just miles ahead of the heavy shotty. The heavy shotty is just too heavy. And like the lever no action, I have zero respect for a shotgun that can't grab an elim with 3 shots. Moving on to my big 3, it's important to keep note that these 3 shotties are perhaps equal in terms of power, but I'm going to organize them based on how easy they are to use. At number 3, it's the Ranger shotty. Now as far as versatility goes, the Ranger shotty is meta. She has ridiculous range and is just as lethal in close combat. Where things get challenging, the gun is a single shot reload, so you have to hit your shots and know when to swap. In this circumstance, I get way too confident and try to grab an SMG, but had I not cancelled my reload, I would have 2-tapped him. This is why understanding how to maximize reloads in between movement is critical if you want to master a Ranger shotty. For example, I tend to hit a combo move between reloads. As long as you don't press the sprint button when the animation starts, it should give you a clean reload. I also have a keen sense of when I don't have enough time for a reload. That's when I make my swap, and usually end up with the finish. Now I could go on for days about how unique this shotty is, but because she requires a lot of skill to use, we'll keep her at number 3 for now. Number 2 on our list is the godfather of Fortnite, the OG pump. Now the OG pump is everything the hammer pump could only wish for. Smooth accuracy off movement, and some actual consistency with damage. Combo one of these baddies with a revolver, and you got yourself a double pump. Or if you think you got the guts, you can hit a move between pump shots. When this is done correctly, it completely throws an enemy off guard, because it's something you just never see, like at all. Moving on to our number 1 shotgun for OG Reload. I'm sure most of you have already guessed it by now, but for the ones in the back, it's the tactical shotty. Where do I start with this thing? Outside of the word skillless. Like most auto shotties, the hipfire is just broken, which allows for supreme movement. In fact, if you're someone that's just learning movement, or trying to improve at it, I highly recommend the tactical shotty, as it simplifies any real need for accuracy. This should heighten your focus to make plays behind advanced movement. Sprint jump out of my peak, the slide removes visual audio, so this guy likely didn't see me until it was too late. When it's all said and done, my top 3 shotties all have their own unique benefits, but the one I want you guys paying attention to most is the Ranger shotty. Don't be surprised if I move her to number 1 as the season progresses. But that about wraps things up from here. As always, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to follow for more tips from Clipped.